right, Shalom. Brothers of Great Millstone Church in Birmingham, Alabama. As always, want to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory.
Yahawah, Sham, Yahawah, Qadash.
Double honors to the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to all you laborers out there. As always, you believers. So yeah, we back out here once again through the spirit and power of Yahawashi and Rawchaa. As always, to pronounce judgment against this wicked kingdom of America, Babylon the Great, as we have been delegated. And rightfully so, man. Which that concept, it caused the masses to stumble. And chiefly those of you who claim to build your foundation off of this book. You're taken at the concept of the Bible promoting destruction for this place, man. But it makes sense. I mean, mourning, lamentations, and woe, right? This is what emanates from the scriptures. What's that? Ezekiel, the 2nd chapter, in which that mourning, those lamentations, and overall woe is perfect. This is the perfect time for that. Because America promotes what? Mirth, joy, folly, man, partying and bullshit. See? Oh, this time of year, it's known as the holiday season, but the word that's best suited, that's associated with it is merry. Right? Now, chill for that BS, man. Right? But the scripture speaks about how the Lord, he pretty much, matter of fact, somebody get Isaiah 24 and start at 3. Right? The Lord raised you up, he put you in this particular position just to combat you. That's why we take pride in being at the bottom. Because now, naturally, we qualify to be raised up versus those who are at the top or in a certain spirit. If you're in a festive spirit, then that means you qualify for the Lord to send forth mourning. See? So everything is about position, man. The Lord got his scope on America. Come on,
Isaiah 24:3, the land shall be utterly empty and utterly spoiled.
Right, that's dealing with America, man. When you go into that word land right there, I'm pretty sure that word is a Rawchaa. Somebody look that word up. Bible Prashad, just want to make sure. That's not some random note. This is the Lord with his eyes on a particular land. See? That's what that, right? Yep, a Rawchaa. And one of the definitions is district. Now, when you go into district, a district is a distinctive, right? You have to, let's say like this is the District of Columbia. That's a separation from everything else. So the Lord is sending a particular, this is a death threat that's sent to a distinctive land. See? Yeah, come on.
Real quick, this is the book of Habakkuk.
And you already know, man, the books is open, man. Before we get back around to this, I bet the over is going to be plenty of precepts that's going to come out that's going to support the idea of this place being destroyed, man. Come on.
Just going back, as you mentioned, really the Lord pointed out a certain land. This is on Habakkuk 2 and started verse 3. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
Right. See, everything is particular, precise. Nothing random or coincidental. Everything lines up perfectly. So not only is this the place, but this is the time, see, in which the evils that's promoted in the scriptures will be perfected. Right? Because we can go, for an example, you can go into the time where Jerusalem was sacked, what, 70 AD? The time of Masada, yeah, that was a very dark time in history for Israel, but that's going to pale in comparison to what's coming up. See? Right? You could, the flood. That was horrific, right? But think about a fire, a flood of fire. Right? It's two different extremes at that point. See? That's it. Yep, come on.
I'm going to get that word appointed real quick. Strong's H 4150. It says appointed place, appointed time.
Wow, you see that? Appointed place, appointed time. Right? Oh, we were just speaking about that earlier. Then the elder, how these celebrities, they really famous because they getting the milk. That's why they really famous. Them niggas, some Chris Brown, them was some heavy niggas, man. Them niggas over here to receive a milk. Them niggas not gonna be in France that weekend when the milk was, they're gonna be right here, man. Right? Yeah, niggas not gonna be, yeah.
He ain't gonna be on tour.
Yeah, he gonna be on tour, right. All them niggas weekend plans gonna be canceled that weekend. They're gonna be chilling. And they're gonna be here to receive those missiles, man. See? So that's that appointed place and time. This is a very heavy place. Either you here to be delivered or destroyed.
I got one.
Good cook. No, matter of fact, let's get this real quick and go around.
This is Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 31. Behold, I am against thee, O most proud,
That's it.
saith the Lord of hosts. For thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee.
Right, they're talking about now, man, America. Now, Esau is the main target, but remember when you read Isaiah 13, whomever is joined unto him will be thrust through. So, look, you got these devils, they celebrating the fall of Israel. They pretty much thumb their nose up at the powers of heaven. But then they got Jake that's in cahoots with it. Yeah. They rallying around that bullshit. So imagine Most High like, look, I'm gonna take you out and them, man. That was doing that? Come on, you got that.
This is Ecclesiastes 7:2. It is better to go into the house
That's
of
it.
mourning than to go to the house of feasting.
Yeah, so, hey, that proves that there's two different extremes. No gray areas. There's no neutral. Ain't nobody neutral, man. Yahawashi said that. He who is not with me is against me. And he who gathereth not with me, they scatter abroad. Right? So you enter into a certain realm when you come into this truth. Right? And if you're outside of it, basically you're in the house of murder. That's the spirit. Read that again. Yeah.
Ecclesiastes 7:2. It is better to go to the house of mourning
Yep.
than to go to the house of feasting.
Go ahead.
For that is the end of all men. And the living will lay it to his heart.
Right, in the living, right? We would be considered alive based upon the word. And we consider, first of all, we consider that there's a power that's alive and well. He's active. His judgments have gone forth. Versus the people in the festive. You remember that happened back with the ancient Babylonians? They was in the spirit of mirth. Until that writing came on the wall. And they was drinking out of the vessels. Right? So that's what you have now. The average person mindset is pretty much on prospering and having a festive time. See that?
I think it's 2 Timothy. She that liveth in pleasure is dead while she
He
liveth.
lived it. That's it. And Esau accommodates that. He facilitates that. So he have it setting just perfect to lure you in, but ultimately that's that snare. Now we know once you've taken in that snare, what's the next step? Chronologically, you destroy it. See? So, you got anything else?
Yeah,
Come on.
we got some. Matthew 24 and 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Yep, go ahead.
Whereas in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking,
Yep.
marrying,
And marrying, somebody get Genesis 6 and 3. Matter of fact, 6 and 4. What? You got it. Yeah, come on.
This is Genesis chapter 6 and verse 4. There were giants in the earth in those days.
Go ahead.
And also after that, when the sons of the Most High came in unto the daughters of men.
See, so they were marrying back then. Right? Because those giants is the Israelites, man. Before the flood came, they was in that same spirit. That festive spirit. Go ahead.
And they bare them children to them. The same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown.
Right, because back then, they was following the customs of the heathen too, man. Right? The sons of perdition were in the earth, all the nations was in the earth, and they fell away from the oracles. Because at that time, the laws was passed down orally. You see, through great men. Right? Methuselah and you had, Lamech. They were heavy men. And they was pretty much spotlighted because they was chosen to keep the legacy alive. But you had the sons and daughters who was born to them men, and throughout they followed the customs of everyone else. So that's why Yahawashi made a conscious effort to say, look, as in the days of Noah was, so shall it be in this time. Because prior to the destruction, it was really a heavy form of idolatry. It goes into that in Wisdom of Solomon 14. All right, so come on, let's go back.
God, it says marrying and giving in marriage.
Right, and even now, that's why you got these date apps. Really, marrying means to join. See? It's like, I don't know why this. Silent. But right, you have date apps. You can join up with whomever. See? It said Eden, right? You got apps for that. You can have your desires and your lusts brought right to your front door. Go ahead.
It says, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not till the flood came and took them all away.
Yep.
So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
That's right, man. So we're pretty much parallel in that time, man. See? And these people, they have no clue, man. That's why, you know what, this gives us incentive to constantly thank the Most High, man. Lord woke us up, right? To come in, to understand his will, his perfect will, right? And it creates a certain mindset. Because the Lord don't give a damn about your outward sacrifices in a sense. Yeah, this is what comes with it, but it's the sincere, it's your integrity that's being taken. Do you really fear me? Do you really believe in, that I'm a great power and I can bring forth judgment at the snap of a finger? See that? And those are the only spirits that Yahawashi is going to count worthy to escape his wrath. Come on.
Like you said, them the only spirits that Yahawashi going to count worthy, because we've been woken up out of that sleep.
Right.
Because the Most High have given Esau that deceptive spirit. The scriptures say, if our gospel is hid, it is hid to those that are lost, because they blinded by the power of this world, which is Esau. So the Most High then gave him a deceptive spirit, and he deceiving the people with that, like you said, that festive spirit. He do it with bread and circus. You want to take your attention away from the important things, and make the people indulge and follow. But hey, we've been woken up out of that spirit, man. What is that? 2 Corinthians 2:11, if I'm not mistaken, when it speaks about we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. That's one of his devices, man. Right? But we've been woken up out of that sleep, man.
That's right, man. Yeah, Esau, he relentless, man.
Right.
But the Lord put the spirit on him. Right? Because he's the cunning hunter.
That's it.
So a hunter was set up to snare you. And really the prize is Israel, man. Yeah. What's that? What's that? Psalm 1 or Proverbs 1 and 7? The bird, the snare is in vain. Matter of fact, somebody get there. Because Jake won't release. Jake won't release. So he play on that. Jake want a moment where they can kick up their feet, they can feel validated. Nigga want a moment where they can come to the podium, right? And thank everybody. That's Jake who into all that shit, man. Jake, right? Because it's Jake who keep all this bullshit alive. Like 4th of July, man, Edomites ain't really got, and I'm bringing that up because that's the patriotic. Jake more into that. Nigga go buy $2,000 dope nigga on the block like everybody. Yeah, fireworks. Oh yeah. What niggas got on their best outfits.
Really a case study. You could just study Jake, man, in your neighborhood, and what happens during these holidays. Jake is really, Esau is baffled by it. How the hell did these niggas take it so seriously? And then the rest of the year they hate us, or they ain't involved with anything we got to do, or they calling us crazy, weird. But then when the holidays come around that we gave them, these niggas, they go 10 times out for it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Christmas. These niggas, man, was feeling some type of way this Christmas, man. Right? The spirit of Yahawashi outside don't invoke, right, the proper reaction, but I bet you Christmas, Thanksgiving will. Yeah, nigga gonna goddamn react and respond to that. Oh, but that's why when you read, matter of fact, somebody get while they're getting that, somebody get Revelation 22, and I think it's 14 where it speaks about those who will not enter into the kingdom. All outside of the kingdom is the dogs. Somebody go to that and go into the blue though. Come on.
Proverbs 16:25. There's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. You could be following something that you're going to lead you to die. More than likely, you are following something that's going to lead you to die. Unless you know the nationality, unless you know the things that the prophets is prophesying of about doom and destruction, right? Lamentation and woe, you're going to follow the things that are going to lead you to die. You know? You wouldn't service to Esau.
No, I just want to add to what you say, and that's why we glad Proverbs 20 and 24. You know, that's alive and well because, hey, like you said, speaking again, Elder, you said the ways of speaking again.
Say, there's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof is the ways of death.
Yeah, the ways thereof is the end of death because the ways that we had before the Most High woke us up through Yahawashi, through His mercy, we thought the ways that we had was the right ways.
Right.
All right? But Proverbs 20:24, man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? The Most High had mercy on us to redirect our path, man.
Yeah.
What's that? Bring us back to life. What is that?
A remnant will return.
A remnant will return. Wow. A remnant will return, man.
Well, that's the essence, if I may, that's the essence of a shepherd over his sheep. Sheep get out of line, that shepherd take that staff, take that staff and that hook and pull them back. See? So we was teetering towards, we was on the road to destruction, man. See that? Yeah, come on.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 21. And thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, this is the way. Walk ye in it. When ye turn to the right hand and when ye turn to the left. So the scripture says, you shall hear a word behind thee, show you that we was going off track. We was ready to be called into the right path that I was going into, you know?
And that word, that was the doctrine, man.
Right.
See, we got recentered like a GPS.
Oh, yeah.
We going, you know, recentered you, you know. Now we on our way to the kingdom. Come on.
Psalms 4 and 5, NLT, it said, offer sacrifices in the right spirit and trust in the Lord. And trust the Lord. You know, so, yeah, as opposed to doing things in the wrong spirit, man. You know, you got to make sure that you're walking in the right spirit, which is according to the word, which means you got to be in the word, which means you got to be taught in the word by the ones that who the Lord gave the word to. Just because it's a J or just because you got a suit and tie on, you got to skip that spirit. You got to be able to see past the suit and tie, man. See past the building. You know, like the elder always going into. A lot of these guys got buildings, and then you just go right forward. Next thing you know, you caught up in a scandal, right? You had that guy from New York City, Brooklyn. He got he was found doing all type of PPP loans and taking people money, and you know what I'm talking about, right? And so that's basically, you know, the Lord setting you up for denial, because eventually the Lord's going to just judge, and there ain't gonna be no more time of grace. So you got to take this time and utilize it wisely. If you're not getting taught and edified in the spirit, if you don't know what time we in, it's according to the judgment, then you lost. And you ain't got, and your leadership ain't right.
It's like a tug of war, you know. He pulling this way and the Lord pulling that way. But we know the story on the remnant, like I mentioned, on the remnant will return. See? Yeah, come on.
This is the book of Proverbs 15 and verse 21. Folly is joy to him that is destitute of wisdom, but a man of understanding walketh upright.
Read that again, bro.
This is Proverbs 15 and 21. Folly is joy to him that is destitute of wisdom.
And that's why you see this in this system is being exalted. Talks about folly is setting great dignity because of that error. That the servant is on what? This devil that's empowering. And you see the results of it, man. Folly is held in high esteem here, man. You know, a nigga can make 100 bands playing Madden. Biscuit be selling quick hits. And you well off.
YouTube streamer, video game streamer is a high value man. He can't boil water, the nigga can't change the tire, he can't fight, but he's a high value man.
Yeah.
Consummate. My son would thump him, bro. My son would literally physically thump him, but this is a high value man. In the ancient world, that's what he be laughed at, man.
If I may, just going back, because he ultimately he would have been put to death in the ancient world.
Then follow.
You know, you got it, bro.
That word destitute.
Yeah, get that real
The
quick.
word destitute, it says without the basic necessities of life.
See, and that's really the scriptures, man. That's the standard. Going by the ways of Yahawah Sham Yahawashi, so you can see how this system plays out without the standard of the Lord. Everything really jacked up. I'll read that again, bro.
Proverbs 15:21 again. Folly is joy to him that is destitute of wisdom, but a man of understanding walketh uprightly.
See, and this is what you're seeing, us walking within this truth, man.
Right.
A man of understanding. That's why we despise everything that's presented here, man. Because there's no wisdom in this place. It talks about even the discourse of fools is irksome, man. You talk to a nigga, you really going to the minds, you might end up launching at him, man. You in the spirit, you know, because how everything is set up here. And it talks about how that great difference between light and darkness, man. How light far exceeds darkness, you know.
Right, man. Huh. What we got? What we call?
Still want that Revelation 22.
Yeah, you cut.
Revelation chapter 22 and start at verse 14. It reads, "Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have the right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city."
Right, that's where we at, man. We just entered into the gates of the city. When you come into this hearing, that's a whole nother realm. Right? It's the gates of the city. And it's the city of life and peace. Right? Somebody real quick, I want to say that, is that Baruch 3 and 14? Somebody, you can hold that. Somebody get that. And somebody get, I believe that's Psalms 100.
Thanksgiving.
Yep, Yep, the water. Come on, you can get it, you got it.
Yeah, kind of the book of Psalm 100, verse 4. It says, enter into his gates for thanksgiving.
Right, why? Because this is life. Right? Everybody around you is dead. As it is written, the congregation of the dead. They dead. You know why it's written like that? You ever heard Jake, right? Jake, when they angry, they just go ahead and proclaim it, you dead, nigga. Or you ever heard, you a dead man walking. You dead. Yeah, that's how the Lord look at you, dead, man. So when you see it from that perspective, it should bring that fear. It should, you see? Because the Lord really proclaiming, oh, what's that? Are lost. Those who are lost. Right? That definition is one must be put to death.
Oh, yeah.
See, so that's why we entered into this. The Lord said, look, come in this with thanksgiving, man. Right? Don't come in here all, right? Come in here just lackadaisical and this. No, you come in here happy. Appreciative, the water. Appreciative, the Lord counted you worthy out of all the Israelites out here.
Me, Lord?
Right, yeah. What, oh, that was David said. King David said in the 2nd Samuel. Right? Who am I, Lord, that you would think of me and my... And that's the vibration on all the believers, the house of David. We appreciate that this power... Look, man, the Lord created the sun. Right? The reason why I bring it up, the Lord can have a heat stroke. It can get hot out here enough to make your ass fry your goddamn brain. But yet he had it just off enough where even the trees are not scorched. See? And then a gust of wind. The Lord can bring a gust of wind. Right? Yeah. Man, I done been up, you know what, through the spirit, it was bringing my attention. I was on the roof, doing the job, and a wind was coming. And it opened me up like, damn, the Lord controlled that. He can send a gust. He being merciful. Oh, y'all feel that, right? It was like, yeah. It was a gentle wind just came through, but the Lord had a gentle wind. He was letting you know that's mercy, man. I could send a gust of wind. I was looking at this old Edomite bitch. She died. I was watching The Strangest Ways to Die. The old Edomite bitch pulled up in the Denny's. And the Lord sent a gust of wind, the whole Denny sign got knocked down and crushed. Put her to death, man. So that's why the Lord said, look, enter into this with thanksgiving. Because you could potentially be one of the spirits in whom I would count worthy to escape. See, come on.
Yep, it says, enter into his gates with thanksgiving and into his courts with praise. Be thankful unto him and bless his name.
That's it, man. So we thankful to the Most High, understanding what he's preparing in the earth. That was it, up?
One more. It says, for the Lord Yahawah by Shai is good, his mercy is everlasting,
See that?
and his truth endure to all generations.
Right. You see, so the truth is the first step, if you will, into receiving his mercy. See? So you could be good as gold by the standards of the world, right? You see a nigga with a flat, you stop, took off your shirt, you know, you went in, but if you don't have the truth, then that's running for nothing, man. Right? Yeah, come on.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 4. O Israel, happy are we, for the things that are pleasing to the Most High are made known unto us.
Hey, that's speaking of the elect, man. Because the things that are pleasing unto the Most High is not shown to all Israel as a whole, man. What is that, Hebrews 11 chapter? When it speaks about you can't please the Most High unless you have faith. Right? Roughly paraphrasing it. So, hey, matter of fact, 2/3 of our people don't even have faith, man. If they do got faith, they got faith in some kernel, which is not real faith. Read it again, bro.
Baruch 4:4. O Israel, happy are we, for the things that are pleasing to the Most High are made known unto us.
Right. So that has been made known unto us, man. Right. And like we keep quoting, we can quote it a couple times. It is hid to the rest of them, man. It is hid to those that are lost, man. It is hid to those that are predestinated to be missile food, man, to be missile bait. Right? But it has been revealed unto us, man. And that's mercy from the Most High, man. You got it, bro. That was it.
This is the book of Hebrews 4 verse 2. For unto us was the gospel preached,
That's it, bro.
as well as unto them.
Yo, so everybody heard these prophecies, man. Anybody can pick the scriptures up and read them. Right? Read it again.
It says, for unto us was the gospel preached,
Right.
as well as unto them.
Yeah, so they heard the good news too, man. That Yahawashi is on his way to set up a righteous kingdom. That Esau, Edom is the wicked that the Bible speaks of, and he's going to be taking out of rulership, man. And the first thing a Jake want to do is save the heathens, man. Starting with Esau. And y'all think in that same chapter in Baruch, it speaks about the things that was profitable unto us, we want to give it unto everybody else, man. That's the mindset of Israel, man. 2/3 of Israel. Go ahead, bro.
It says, but the word preached did not profit them.
Yeah, so it wasn't a benefit unto them. Why?
Not being mixed with faith.
Yeah, so they didn't have a mixture of faith, man. That faith went brewed up in them, man. So we are the faithful, and they are the faithless. So these scriptures or this prophecy of a righteous kingdom, right? It don't profit them, man. Why? Because that means America got to end, right? That means America got to end. That means they can't stunt no more like they are always going into, man. You know, they can't have what is that? Drop the mic moment. Generational wealth. You can't have that if America is going to end, man. Right? Yep. So this word is profiting us, man. It's a benefit unto us. Why? Because number one, we believe in what's being said. You know, and we hate America. Point blank, we hate America, man. That's it.
Read this again. It says, "In the word preached not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it."
Yep, them that heard it, man.
Who have believed our report?
Who have believed our report? Isaiah 53. Yep. And whom is the arm of the Lord have been revealed unto. See how Sham ain't been revealed unto them.
Oh, that's right. You know what? Somebody get that Matthew 12 as well. Come on. 12, 26. Yep, you got that. Oh, yeah, get that. Yeah.
Baruch chapter 3 and verse 14. Learn where is wisdom, where is strength, where is understanding, that thou mayest know also where is length of days.
Right. See, so it's a particular place where length of days are. Now that might not sound, it might not grab you right now, but guess what? We're all hell breakers. You're going to be looking for length of days. You're going to be hoping to have another hour.
Right.
When you hear those damn otters and different, right? Those different creatures. Right, yeah. When you hear all those different animals, you hear the noise of the city amplified. Even them homeless niggas gonna come out. Niggas got a good diet, man. Niggas ain't eating nothing but protein. Yeah. Oh yeah, niggas underground, all that. Nigga emerge with hair matted out. It's gonna be death on all sides, and you're gonna be hopeless for just another moment alive. Right? Yeah, we're gonna go like that. Come on, you have something?
Yep. Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 13, it says, whoso feareth the Lord, it shall go well with him at the last.
Right, see, everything is a build up to the last. See? Go ahead.
And he shall find favor in the day of his death.
Right, because it's gonna be a time of great death. That's gonna be the norm. Right? You're gonna be surprised that those who survive, you know, it's gonna be that's gonna be pretty much a prize thing. Someone that's eating, someone that's still thriving, right? Because death is gonna be the new norm. Fear, right? You people gonna be frozen with fear. It's gonna be up close and personal, man. Come on.
Baruch 3 and 14, learn where is wisdom, where is strength, where is understanding,
Well,
that thou mayest know also where is length of days.
right, so once you come into this arena and you're groomed, right, if you will, and presented with the words of eternal life, then it opens up the door. It's a segue for you being preserved. Go ahead.
And life, where is the light of the eyes, and peace.
And peace. You're going to be looking for peace. In the time of all hell, because the Lord going to resist you people. It's going to be a heavy form of resistance, right? You're going to want to eat, but something's going to be in the way. You're going to want to drink, but something's going to be resisting that. That's the Lord, yeah. What was it?
Know what, they was at the door banging.
Oh, yeah, yep. Yeah, that door was set, yeah. Right? You're going to be looking for a peace, but there's going to be no peace. Only that peace will be to the elect. Somebody get that in Galatians 6. You had somebody?
Yeah, I'll bring it up. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, verse 23. It says, therefore, whereas thou doest chasten us, thou scourges our enemy 1,000 times more.
Wow. Yeah, because to the world, right, you see us and you feel as if we, in the spirit of loss, right? They look at us, what the scripture say, they perceive they're taken away to be as miserable.
Yeah, yep, that's it.
They think we miserable because we ain't at the goddamn New Year's Eve party. No, but we're in a privileged position, man. What's that Psalm 145? The Lord is not unto all them that call upon him, that all that call upon him in truth. Right? So you want to be nigh or near the Most High when all hell breaks loose. Come on, read that again.
It says, therefore, this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, verse 23. Therefore, whereas thou doest chasten us, thou scourges our enemies 1,000 times more, to the intent that when we judge, we should carefully think of thy goodness.
Right, yeah, because we're aware. Right? Our senses have been heightened. Right? Really, the reason why we do this because of the fear of the Lord. See? So we're not just wandering aimlessly, just bopping up here every weekend and just like blindly talking. No, we really move by fear. Right? Noah was moved by fear. We move by fear. Right? In fear of this power shit turning on us, man.
If you don't move by fear, you can change the doctrine to whatever fits your needs, desires, and heart. Sounds comfortable to you.
If I may, going back to that being moved with fear, going back, as we read concerning Noah, he talks about how Noah was moved with fear, and in that he built that ark according to the instructions. He couldn't go outside of those instructions as well. He couldn't just replace that gopher wood with oak or some crazy shit. You know, it had to be according to the instructions, and that were and the results was he was kept, man. You know?
Yep. We got to come out here. We got to offend. We got to offend because it's comfortable to not offend. It's more comfortable to the flesh to just go along and get along.
PC.
Right, yeah, PCs. But somebody got to be mad at you, man. There got to be a line drawn in the sand. You got to cut. Oh, Yahawashi cut it off. The scripture says, what Simeon said he was pierced her home. And that happened in Luke, what's that, Luke, the 2nd chapter? Right? When she said, where was you, son, my son? We was worried about you. He turned around and said, Wizard, you didn't know I had to be by my father's business? See? So you gotta ruffle feathers and all that, man. All right, come on.
Real quick.
Yep.
Going back to what the elder said, offending these ones out here in Babylon, it says Ezekiel 2 and verse 5, it says, and they, whether they hear or forbear, or whether they will so like, let me read it again, Ezekiel 2 and 5, and they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there have been a prophet among them. So what the scripture is saying is like we coming in the same footsteps as Ezekiel, man. We got to come out here and prophesy unto our people, you know, rebuke our people whether they want to hear it or not, man. Because the Lord said we was going to go to a stiff-necked people, man. We want to say something.
I was going to say that it's showing you that you can't stop just because a few people ain't trying to hear you.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, in this world, you know, you got to be accepted by everybody. Whereas as we kind of like, nope, in the midst of those people that are going for beer, you're going to have those that hear.
Right.
So you got to keep it going.
Yep. That lets you know you're saying something, man. Because if you wasn't saying that, everybody be agreeing with you.
Right. You know, this truth is
You know, that's how you know the truth is real, man. Because they say the truth hurts. So if you wasn't telling the truth, you know, what the scripture say, speak unto us smooth things. Know what our people want to hear, man. But when you tell them the truth, they're going to resist, man.
The elder just went into the video I watched earlier today. It's like, look, he was going against that weirdo. I can't remember his name, man. They stay popping up now. But he was basically cutting to Jake because Jake was saying that the truth is breaking up families. It's supposed to, man.
Right.
It's supposed to break up families.
Oh,
it's
well,
supposed to
that's
piss my
Matthew-
mom off.
Is that Matthew 10? Yahawashi said he came to set at variance, break up families, man. And because your family is really the segue to the world. There's not nobody else out here trying to get you to come to Thanksgiving dinner or come open up Christmas presents. It's your family that put the guilt trip on. It's your baby mama telling you, nigga, you better come to the dance recital or else. Right?
Showing you, sending you the picture.
Gotta get that real quick. That's good. The book of Luke 14 and 26, it says, if any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren.
Yeah, because that's the real test. That's the real test. You can easily detach from everybody else, but can you detach from family? And that's what we know if you got the spiritual, because you got to understand the full scope. You get everybody back. What's that? Is that? Yep, Matthew 19. Which complements, remember Job's story? Right. Tells you how Job in his latter end received everything back, man. Family and everything. See? But he had to be willing to sacrifice that for the Lord. Go ahead.
It says, and sisters, yeah, and his own life also. He cannot be my disciple.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you go into that word hate, it doesn't mean hate, because you got a lot of bug outs out here because of the false breakdowns that actually go and kick over the table at Thanksgiving. It means to love less, man. You're still supposed to honor thy mother and thy father.
Right.
You see, you got to be taught this understanding of these scriptures to know that that word hate really means to love less.
What it is it's a choice in front of us.
That's it. That's it.
Because that's just like, let's say, like if you got this broad and that broad, you choose the one who you like the most. Yeah. So if you like this one the most, then by default you love them less than that one.
Can't serve both.
Yeah, so if Yahawashi is the it tells you that with Mary and Martha. The story of Mary and Martha, right? Mary, she sat at the foot of Yahawashi, but Martha was goddamn preoccupied with everything else. So she didn't really care about Yahawashi.
If I may too, hey, the scripture of wisdom, wisdom is as money is as defense, but they actually say wisdom.
Yep.
Basically, it save your life. Your family can't save you.
Yep.
So even when you're going off of just basics of that, you know, we talking about destruction is about to happen.
Right.
Can your family save you from that destruction? If not, then they need to be on the boat with you. The only thing that saved Noah was obedience in creating the boat. And the boat in which he was obedience to making was his salvation. It was by way of the boat. Through Yahawah Sham, of course.
A lot. He had to leave his wife.
Yeah, to leave.
He loved salvation more than his wife.
This Genesis 12:1. And the Lord said unto Abraham, get thee out of thy country, and from thy kindred, and from thy father's house, unto a land that I will show thee. If I may be concerning going into those gates, coming into this truth, before we do that, the Lord said we have to separate ourselves from the unclean things. Then the Lord's going to receive us. So of course, we had to go cut off certain habits, but this is a part of it as well. The family. They mentioned, you know, that's like a portal back to the world. You know, you on a new series how to eat cereal and shit because your family.
Right.
Certain things you know how to freak a black because your uncle. So these certain things got to be. You have to separate yourself from the source of those the worldly things, man. You know, with your family.
And that goes into obedience too, man. You know, because that's a command. He gave Abraham a command, man. And the Most High basically commanded us too in that same sense, man, to separate yourself, like you said, from unclean things. And it's also a test too, man. Like you said, if you love this more than me, you cannot be my disciple, man.
Right.
Oh yeah, what his name? Terah?
Yep.
He was into all other shit, man. Yep. Yep, go ahead.
This is going into what the elder was going into. We know we will keep these families in respect. And the Lord showed us through a woman in this understanding. This is Maccabees chapter 7, verse, I'll start at 22 and just get to the point. It says, I cannot tell how you came into my womb. So that kills that queen of heaven worship. Shit. The black woman she creates life. This woman is saying, I don't even know how you came into me. Me and your daddy was just having fun. So it says, I cannot tell how you came into my womb, for I neither gave you breath nor life, neither was it I that formed the members of every one of you, because she had 7 sons. But doubtless the creator of the world who formed the generation of man and found out the beginning of all things will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again, as you now regard not your own selves for his law's sake.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because they was willing to die, right? Remember with the whole Sabbath and see? But they put the Lord first, man. See that? And Yahawashi will give you all those things back and more.
That's a couple of manly stuff. Right. She exhorted her sons in this moment.
Yep. Come on.
This is Isaiah 45:9. Brother mentioned Creator. It said, "Woe unto him that striveth with his maker. Let the potsherd strive with the potsherds of the earth. Shall the clay say to him that fashioneth it, what makest thou? For thy work he hath no hand."
Yep. Yeah, you don't really trust in the one that creates. You know, the Lord shapes your future, man. See? So if you trust in the Lord, or like I mentioned with Job had to trust that process in the end to tell you how the Lord, it tells you how the Lord was very pitiful unto Job. What's that? I believe that's in the book of James, where it says consider the patience of Job. Matter of fact, somebody get that. Because we are, Job was a foreshadowing of the walk of the elect, man. See, and that's the spirit, because, you know, you might be someone out there that's struggling with this time of year, that festive ass spirit, right? You getting calls from motherfuckers you ain't heard from them, but for the sake of Christmas, and then these niggas pull up any holiday after New Year's Eve, and nigga find a way to, right, to get you back into that. And it's going to intensify as we get closer to Yahawashi. See? Yep. Come, you got that? Yep, that's it.
James 5:11.
Matter of fact, we can get that, Joe.
It says, behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard of the patience of Job.
Right, and what happened with Job? Job didn't lose friends. It wasn't about the friends he lost. Job lost what? His family and his substances. Right, yep, those slavery, his wife turned her back. See? She said, look, curse. She said, yeah. And he said, you sound as one of the foolish women. And that goes into doctrine spiritual. Right? It's not the elect, those who abstain from sex, will be counted as eunuchs in the spirit. So that account really, right? That foolish women is the things that pull at you. Her hands is as bands.
Ain't no other doctrine to embrace catching hell.
Right.
All the other doctrines is prosperity, everything sweet, cool.
Right.
This is the only doctrine that really embrace catching hell, you know, dealing with, you know.
Yep, that's the rite of passage, like.
If I may, that's the passage Yahawashi went through that suffering. Even when he was with the disciples, he didn't say, yeah, the Lord coming to chill. No, he said the Son of Man will suffer many things. You know?
That's it. Right. Oh, remember the guy wanted to follow Yahawashi. The Lord said, I got nowhere to lay my head. See? Yep, go ahead.
All right. Back in James 5:11. Behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard of the patience of Job, and have seen the end of the Lord.
See, you seen the end. Go ahead.
That the Lord is very pitiful and of tender mercy. Above all things, my brethren, swear not, neither by heaven, neither by the earth, neither by any other oath.
Hey, look up that word, patience. And let's get this real quick.
Con, the book of
Oh,
Job.
was you finished on it?
Oh, yeah, that was
All right.
yeah, that was
All right, look at that word patience. Go ahead.
Job chapter 42, I start at verse 10. And the Lord turned the captivity of Job. When he prayed for his friends, also the Lord gave Job twice as much as he had before.
Right, and that's what Yahawashi was pushing in Matthew the 19th chapter. Whoever have lost family, brethren, homes, lands, for my sake shall receive 100-fold. Or something along those lines. Matter of fact, let's get that too, man. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick before we come back over here. Matthew 19, I believe in 28. So you can't even really boast. Oh, we was talking about that earlier. The scripture speaks about how not to boast in your infirmities. Because Jacob overdo that too, man. Want everybody know they catch a hell, you know. Man, wash your face, man. But that's why Yahawashi says that. When you fast and put oil on your face, man. You think, because you know what I mean? You looking like a damn. You look like a damn. You looking worse than the dudes out there on the corner, man. That's not going to somehow get brownie points with the Most High, man. Because the Lord suffered more than all of us, man. And at the end of the day, it's Jake out there suffering harder than your ass. But they don't got the scriptures as something to fall back on. You know that this temple. See? Come on. You want to get to Matthew 19?
This is the book of Matthew 19, verse 28.
Yep.
And Yahawashi said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which follow me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
Yep, go ahead.
And everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or land for my name's sake.
Now you notice, right? It was 8 things he mentioned. Only 2 things was outside of family. Everything else was family. One was houses and land. Everything else was brothers, mothers, fathers, sisters, siblings, right? Whatever. Except, what?
It says, read this again, if everyone that have forsaken houses or brethren or sisters or father or mother or wife or children or land for my name's sake shall receive an hundredfold and shall inherit everlasting life.
Right, so now let's go back to Job.
Job 42:10. And the Lord turned the captivity of Job when he prayed for his friends. Also, the Lord gave Job twice as much as he had before.
See that? Go ahead.
Then came down to him all his brethren and all his sisters.
See, he got everything back, man. Go ahead.
And all that they had been of his acquaintance before, and did eat bread with him in his house. And they bemoaned him and comforted him all over, comforted him over all the evil that the Lord had brought upon him. Every man also gave him a piece of money, and everyone an earring of gold.
Yep, tribute. Go ahead.
It says, so the Lord blessed the latter end of Job.
See, so the Lord blessed the latter end of Job. Go ahead.
More than the beginning.
More than the beginning. Better is the end of the thing. Go ahead.
For he had 14,000 sheep, and 6,000 camels, and 1,000 yoke of oxen, and 1,000 she asses. He also had 7 sons and 3 daughters.
They was reincarnated. Them sons that he lost, they was brought back. Go ahead.
And he called the name of the first Jemima, and the name of the second Kizia, and the name of the third Karen Paput. And in all the land were no women found so fair as the daughters of Job.
The finding your daughter is that's more money, yeah. So he was blessed on all fronts. See that? And you see the scriptures ain't shying away from material things. Right? It's not like the Lord got us in this and we're not going to stunt in a sense, right? So the Lord said, look, all of them was resources. So right now, we don't have, things. But we're going to, and if you do got something, right? That pales in comparison to what these Edomites. Man, these fucking bankers, they seize control of the earth, man. They got the resources, right? You got a Benz. What's that to, all the resources of the earth? Yeah.
Goop. You can call a group right now to just do whatever you want.
Yeah,
You see
right.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
They got the access to do that.
Yep. Yep, they can compromise the market. What?
No, going back to what the elder said, these people own people, man.
What is it?
Top resources.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? You own people. Like the elder said, man, shit, a little car here, a little pair of shoes, maybe a little shack. But you think you in a mansion.
That ain't shit,
That ain't shit, man. You don't own continents.
Yeah, that brings you out of that low level when you look at the big picture.
Yeah.
Right? You might say, well, damn, that brother all well off, man. That man ain't got shit compared to what, right? What the elites got, man.
I was looking at a thing online. These people that own these little shipping companies like Carnival Cruise, they own islands, man.
Yeah.
And they ain't even a part of the elite. They own islands just so this ship can dock you. So you can do your freakisms and keep it moving. And that's low level, man.
Yeah. And even these niggas that serve, like Floyd Mayweather and them niggas, they can go on goddamn, like these shopping sprees and shit like that. But shit, that pales in comparison, because the elite own him. He can shut his shit down. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, respect, security. See that? Security you have. Yeah.
They got that quote. Paul said, if you want to know who rules the world, find out who you cannot offend. You can talk shit about all these guys, Jay-Z and Diddy. You can talk shit about Floyd and anybody you think got money. At the end of the day, you can't say what you gotta say publicly and keep your job and keep your situation. You talk about Amalek like that, showing you that he run it. And even on these people, when it comes down to owning people, they finding out that these robots are gonna be more beneficial to own than these people. But we in a time where humanoid robot is a real thing. And so they're gonna be segueing out people. Basically, your life going to be decreasing in the eyes of the elites non-stop. More technology advanced. So the longer you alive, the less you're going to see the likelihood of getting what you want, getting what you need, and the access you got. Because the elites ain't going to hold it up no more. They tired of you with your rebellions and your not submitting to their authority and fighting back against policy. They tired of that. They'd rather have a whole class of, not to go too, utopia into it, but that's exactly how they thinking. They thinking like, we going to hell with these people. I'd rather have 1,000 drones and 10,000 androids than mess around with these people.
Shutting down all these stores. Like, so now you just order it. But the scripture do say, let us use the creature, right? So they got the jurisdiction over. Really, we the only ones who talk shit about it. Yeah, yeah, right. And plus we ambassador, yeah. We got diplomatic immunity on behalf of the kingdom.
This Philippians 3:8, it's in the NLT. It say, yes, everything else is worthless when compared with the infinite value of knowing Yahawashi, my Lord.
That's it.
For his sake, I have discarded everything else, counting it all as garbage.
That's it.
So that,
because the scripture talk about how we tasted of the heavenly gift of the world to come.
Right.
The Lord gave us insight of the new heavens, man. The new kingdom, this new system that's going to be set up on the planet Earth. So why? That's just like going to the bar after you just got the report, the Titanic sinking. You going back to the bar knowing that this shit sinking. No, we on our way out, man. We already out of here spiritually. We're not invested in this place. We just waiting on. We just watching the ship sinking now.
On the flight of stairs.
Yep.
You run it back up. Right to floor. Down. Yeah, the Twin Towers hit. And you running back up.
who can perceive the evil.
Yeah. The scripture say, keep thy eyelids. Yeah, that's one, but yeah, right on. Proverbs the 4th chapter. So we looking ahead now. So
It say, for Yahweh's way of makes, like it says, for his sake, I have discarded everything else, counting it as all as garbage, so that I could gain Yahawashi. That's when you find that treasure, that treasure that's hid, or that pearl that you sell everything for.
Right.
Putting all your eggs in one basket. We got the truth, and when you find the truth, man, you avoid all the lies. You reroute your whole map, your whole GPS change, so that you can navigate back to that life and stay on that path.
That's one for you. Proverbs 3:15, it says, she is more precious than rubies, and all the things that thou canst desire are not to be compared unto her.
It should be evident, the fact that brothers is out here, it's a rainy day, it's a Saturday, you be with your seeds. We was just talking about seeds and how, all the things of this world that you got to sacrifice in order to be here on the weekend. And the weekend is a day off, more or less. But we choose to work, brothers, because this is what it's attached to. It's attached to everlasting life. It's attached to the kingdom. It's attached to all these resources. It's a return on investment, the ROI. That's what we gonna get. And the scriptures say, "I have not seen, they have not heard." Basically, what the Lord got in store for us. So we get sometimes we get into galaxies and the research of that, and how small the earth is compared to galaxies, and how the Lord is still creating and it's all expanding. He's all reporting back to us what we're gonna inherit. So I mean, if you look up at the star, there's a reason why the scriptures say the same as the sand of the seas and as the stars of heaven. Because just think about the sands of the sea. You can grab the sands up in your hand, and that's one part of the country, one beach, and that's too much to count right there in your hand.
Right.
Let alone how much else there is. So the heavens is just the same way. When you actually have an idea of how many stars is actually out here, because there's only so much you can see from Earth view, but if you hit with a right telescope and and the right amount of light come in, and it's perfect, you see the heavens is lit up with stars.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
But those is all locations. Those are all actual homes. Those are buildings. Those are places where you inhabit.
Right.
For your seeds and generations after that. So it's nothing alike. What we just fighting over little blocks and areas in this ground.
Yeah.
And the Lord got so much more for us. So bottom line is, it's bigger on the other side. Much more to gain from putting down and suppressing these little desires, these little corny desires. I want to fight. You know what I'm saying? I want a red, fast Ferrari.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. You got that sympathy to get in a car accident, you know?
As
Favorite Hot Wheel car.
the elder said it, you know, he said, you skipped over the saying, you passed a donut shop. Damn. Pass a donut shop or a donut, something similar to that effect. You know?
You want a crumb instead of the whole bread truck.
Exactly.
Oh, well, that's Lazarus and the rich man?
Yeah.
The czar and the crumbs that fell from the rich man's table. That's the lowest Nick Esau. Czar and the shit come from his table. And add to the point you made, they were pointing back to us. It's heavy, man. They didn't start, the Lord didn't allow them devils to start looking out in the heavens to about what it was, Galileo or one of them. Why? Because everything was prepared yet. The Lord, it's heavy. All those works, the Lord, it's chronological. The Lord, when he left, he told you what he was going to do. So from that point, he went and started creating all that. That's why, that's like if you go into my house, you can't look at my house how I got everything ready. That's why they didn't get the telescope to a certain time.
It's the spirit, because when Yahawashi said, I prepare a place for you. When you go back into it, and it's likened unto us as women, as betrothed to women. You had to go back and actually prepare that place for you. You didn't have it yet. You had to have the house. You had to go back to your father's house and sit it out and get it all ready. And then you would come back to the whole time she was tarrying. You were tarrying, and she had to wait for you. That's likened unto us right now. He's building our kingdom, man. Our kingdom. While we wait, and then the day that goes by where Esau don't find a new galaxy.
Right.
Well, wait a minute, that wasn't there 1,000, and they try to say that basically the light finally hit Earth. Nah,
Lord left out creating, man. Hitting this planet Mars, bing, on out. And that's for us to inhabit. That's why they couldn't look, man. They couldn't even look out there yet.
This is 2 Corinthians 4. And I just get to the point, verse 18. It says, matter of fact, let me start at 17. It says, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment.
Hey, this that light affliction, man. But for a moment, man. For an instant in time, man.
Right.
Because our time, the time that we on, man, this is a different time frame than Yahawashi and the Most High. Not in that order, but the Most High, Yahawashi and the angels, man. Or second Peter 3 and 8, if I'm not mistaken, tells us that we on a different time frame. So, but for a moment.
Well, if I may, right? Scripture said we glory in
persecution.
What's the other one? Afflictions or something like that?
It's in my Romans 5th chapter.
Yeah.
That's it.
Now, this is that. When you come out here and
Right.
although brothers do go where they go, you glory in that. That don't, because you can read that and think that a brother catch hell and say, the water in your house. No, because you don't prove that the scriptures say, no, and you'll be override. You know, some guys do that. Why,
Lord, so,
like your pelvic.
Okay.
No, man.
So I'm beating your ass, you gonna pray?
Right.
Okay.
Well, scripture say that. Scripture say no affliction is
Romans 8 and 18.
no, the one I think is it Proverbs 3. No infirmities is at the moment.
Hebrews the 12th chapter.
Right. Somebody quote it for me.
I'm finna get it.
Okay, let's get it.
I'm finna get it.
Right.
Hebrews 12.
Yeah, it's like I'm thinking about these pastors who ain't love.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Right.
This is Hebrews 12 and verse 7.
Now you can say that. We do say that, but it's not. You say it from time to time. It's far in between. Like, man, it's an afterthought. Damn, they know that's why how that's outside over at the end of the day. But you grown over there, man.
Right. That ain't the initial.
Right, that ain't that.
You trip and bust your ass and like,
So why do y'all, right.
Then turn around and say,
Oh, well, you know what? You vexed with the shit you had to see. You know, said the why do you how about you react, you see homos, you're like, this is vexing, you know?
you don't say.
You don't say that, you know?
God is good.
Right, so that's an affliction to us. See, this is the glory in within, right? When you come out here and continue, when you keep glorying in Yahawashi Yahawashi despite those things. And that proves that we under a trance. Because the average person wouldn't do that. So we can't attribute like we some tough guys. No, you just doing what the Lord told you to do. Despite that, you back out here on the block, getting the precepts.
dancing to the drum of the beat.
Right.
You right.
Well, the scripture even say this. Scripture's called it's the dance. I believe that's Jeremiah. It say those who come into the dance.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you see brothers rocking and shit like that.
Oh, shit. We are piped down.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, yeah.
You see brothers, your brothers go to their feet, you heard, that's the dance.
Yeah.
I believe that's Jeremiah. Right, enter into the dance.
Brother Bobby, you
Yeah.
hit it right.
Brother hit a certain stuff, brother be doing that. People walk by like, what's up with these guys? You know, you rocking back and forth as the brother gets the precept. That's the dance, man. Matter of fact, I get that. Yeah. Somebody get that real quick. Yeah, you know how them niggas, that's how they do. They hear a drill song and they, when the brother get the right precept, you might just be like, yeah, that's it, bro. I believe in Jeremiah. We glorying in the Lord, man.
That's how it is, for real.
Yeah.
It's dancing.
It's really dancing. You see brothers in the cold, the feet.
Spirit movies. That's where emotion come from. Emotion. You get emotional. That's really you moving. You know. And the scripture's moving.
Yeah, you got it.
God, this is Jeremiah 31 and verse 4. It says, "Again I will build thee, and thou shalt be built, O Virgin of Israel. Thou shalt be adorned with thy tabrets, and shalt go forth in the dances of them that make merry."
Yeah, see? So we coming into, I think it's another one too in Jeremiah, but that one good too. Yep. Go ahead.
It's Hebrews 12 and 11. It says, "Now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous.
See?
Nevertheless, afterward it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby."
You get the reward afterwards. Right? But in the meantime, you out there laboring, you hit your hand with the nail on the hammer. Right? Thorns, you know. All right, come on. Get it real quick.
God, this is the book of Jeremiah 31 and 13. "Then shall the virgin rejoice in the dance."
See? This is the dance. Go ahead.
"Both young men and old together.
See?
For I will turn their mourning into joy, and will comfort them, and make them rejoice from their sorrow."
That's it, man.
I got one.
Go ahead.
This is Matthew 19 and 27. "Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? Yahawashi said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel." So the Lord, that's that blessing, that's a reward, right? That's what we're asking for, a reward. A reward, by definition, is a thing given in recognition of one's service, effort, or achievement. And he that endureth unto the end shall be saved. That salvation is going to begin with salvation. You know, we got certain things that we got the name of the Lord. You know, we got certain things that get us by in this time. But the reward is going to come when the pain stops, when the Esau falls, when Yahawashi returns. You know, these are the actual rewards that was promised to us.
When we be changed.
Glory, be like unto him in his glory at his coming. You know, there's a certain amount of men that was looking forward to the coming of the Lord, is to bring about that restoration. And these gifts, and these rewards. You're talking about Christmas, you know. The time of rewards is at hand for the elect, man. There's gifts beyond measure.
Cause somebody's criminal grip probably broke right now. They returned it. It didn't hold up, man.
Or they just didn't get what they want.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, motherfucker was in the hole. Like, paid for it, now you're in the hole.
Right,
Yeah.
Come with stipulations.
Right.
You can't play it unless you do your own.
Yep, come on.
First Peter 5 and 10, it says, but the Most High, oh yeah, that. Go ahead.
Book of 1 Peter, chapter 5, and verse 10, and it says, but the Yahawashi of our grace, who has fallen unto us unto his eternal glory.
One word to describe grace, one word is favor, man. So that's favor by us being called into this marvelous glory, man. Which hey, this is the beginning of what you were saying. This is the beginning of that marvelous glory, man, by you waking up out of this deep sleep. By you coming back to Yahawah, Sham, Yahawashi through Yahawashi, man. That's the beginning of it. Lord willing, we endure unto the end. That's going to be the ending of it. Go ahead, bro.
By Hamashiach, Yahawashi.
See? By Yahawashi. All things are done by Yahawashi. All things are accessed by Yahawashi. Go ahead.
After that, ye have suffered a while.
See? Going back to that while again. After that, ye have suffered a while. Go ahead.
Make you perfect.
Makes you perfect, man. We always say, how do you perfect something? You got to finish it. So that's why I said after you have suffered for a while. So if you endure that suffering, it what? Makes you what?
Make you perfect. Established.
Established, meaning now I know I can trust you. Now wisdom knows she can trust you. Now I know you are well fit because you didn't flee. We quoted, well, matter of fact, we read it earlier coming, Ecclesiastes 2, cleave unto him when thou art changed to a lower state. Go ahead.
Strengthened.
See, strengthened. Now you're strengthened, man, because you're deeply rooted. Go ahead.
Settle you.
Settles you.
To him be glory and dominion forever and ever. Amen.
That's right. So now, after you what? Have completed that right now, now you're giving all praises to Yahawah, Yahawashi.
Oh, yeah. And we receive those things. You know what's heavy about the gift? You got to have a new body to even appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? You see that gift, you're going to die. If you had this new body, if you had this body, this filthy body, this worm, you get a gift. Remember the old, what's the old? Yeah.
Coming in, Elizabeth.
You're going to give up the
go
ghost,
see
bro.
Elizabeth.
Yes, sir. You're going to see Elizabeth.
Can't leave Earth without. Can't even leave Earth.
Yeah.
And when you read, when you read 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter, around about the 50th verse, it says, flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of the Most High. So like the elder said, man, you will give up the ghost, man, in these bodies, man.
That's why I got to be a twinkling of an eye.
Twinkle of an eye.
Because even going up and elevating, in that whole moment, you can't, And even in that, you're going to fear. So let's show you how bad the destruction going to be with the new bodies. You're going to fear and be praising. And ain't nobody going to praise the Lord but those who know his name, those who have endured, right? Like, look, you can't appreciate it. You weren't playing the game. You can't appreciate it like the guy that was running his calves and he appreciates it, all right?
Hey, when Elijah got beamed up, Elisha couldn't see it. He couldn't find him nowhere. It was that fast.
Right.
You could tell, like, your physical body can't disappear that fast. You know?
Right.
You have to be up in that spiritual body that fast, that quick.
And we must be, we the bloodline of those men. Because Enoch, right? He was translated. His son was Methuselah, right? So he knew about that legacy. It wasn't like he didn't know about Enoch and went through that translation. So you see in our spirit, as we here today, in this world of, superfluid, this BS, here it is, we pondering upon things outside of, like chariots. So we would be, and that, through the spirit of power, Yahawashi outside, I say this humbly, Lord willing, amen. But we the only ones who could qualify to appreciate that moment. Right? As fascinating, the Lord showing you, right? These niggas, they still have the nigga drones. Like, they talk about the so-called UFOs, but it's clouded with drones. So you can't, even a nigga who into that, like, might say, oh, that piques my interest. Oh, it was lights over Jersey. It's still a drone there to, right? Yeah, to block you and blur, so you can't even be preoccupied solely on that. In the corner of your eye, you talking about a drone too. See? So we the only ones who appreciate, that power, man. So those gonna be the ones gonna be praising the Lord. You can get countless videos about the missiles.
Hey, we gonna sing that song, man.
Song of Moses.
Well,
Song of the Lamb.
Yeah, the Song of Moses, the servant of the Most High, and the Song of the Lamb. That song too. But the one in 1 Corinthians 15, oh death, where's thy sting? Oh grave, we the ones gonna, like the elder said, we the ones gonna appreciate that, man.
Right. And who knows how long that takes? Because you bound by time. That's another thing that's far beyond. Because right now, you go to looking at the clock, we got another 30 minutes. Right? Because even here, you get full. You sit down, you eat, having the best dinner, but time's up on that. Time won't permit you to continue in that indulgence. But that moment, you can't put how many times we say that? Man?
Talk about the expression on how the expression is going to burn from generation to generation.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
It ain't like no 2 years.
Specific time,
Right. Because that timeline was broke up by Yahawashi. Going to the statue. It's complemented with the time. That's all said about the Lord. When you look at the statue, it goes from the time. The Lord broke all that up,
The final age is coming.
Right.
There gonna be no more ages after, Yahawashi, the last age.
Eternity. You're going to be on the throne forever. Yeah, you're going to be on the throne forever.
Got something for you real quick. This is the book of 1 John 3, and we started at 2, but the point in verse 3, it says, Beloved, now are we the sons of the Most High, and it doth not yet appear what we shall be. But we know that we shall appear, and we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like unto him, for we shall see him as he is. That's those new bodies, the other was talking about.
It's like we spiritually, we're working out to receive those things. It's just like you gotta think of Rawchaa or the guy from Avatar, them old men when they pull the shirt. Damn, you feel like that? That's how the Lord doing us right now, man. He's like, damn, y'all really like that? That's what that's going into, man. We built like that, man.
One more play. I got one more play to tag you up. It says, and every man that have this hope,
See, every man that
it says is pure, is in him purified himself even as he is pure. Now, if I may add, they say every man that have this hope, because a lot of people are hoping in other things, but we hoping to be right with the Lord.
That's why
one thing we design those new bodies. So it can be installed, for lack of better words, it can be installed in you. Everything you do be pleasing to the Lord, but you got it.
Hey, you took the words on my mouth. You got it.
Hey, and that hope right there that the scripture speaking about through the Spirit, like I always say, through the Spirit, is the greatest hope.
Right?
The greatest hope on the planet. Because there ain't nobody around here, hoping to be changed out of the state they're in right now.
Hoping for crumbs.
They hoping for crumbs. They don't want the bread truck. The bread truck, they ain't want Maria. I mean, whatever the bread company name. You know what I'm saying? They don't want the whole damn company. They want a crumb. You know what I'm saying? So
I got one.
They're hoping in a small thing.
that's it. They're hoping in a small thing.
A nigga, it's like a nigga at his best, his peace, is to be the CEO of a rap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Man. Right there, that's the peak of a nigga. The apex, be the CEO of a rap label. You know what I mean? Cash out records. Oh, you got that.
I said, what they think he did? You know, that way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
it's all
that's right. Yeah.
Hey, one of them young rap niggas just killed themselves.
They got somebody got shot or something? Good. Yeah, that's good. Walking out outside, right? Yeah, that nigga was playing. Yeah.
Probably went to a Diddy party.
Yeah. He probably tapes on that nigga.
Yep.
Well, they said that happened with that nigga Nipsey Hussle. They said it was he was being extorted. They said with tapes on, it was niggas was about to come out. Said he was being pressed so hard. Well, even though his death was isolated from emotion, but they said he was being pressed and extorted, so our niggas had tapes on him. Yeah, they said he was so pressed, he was about to just come out with this shit like, look, man, I'm gay, man. So you know the mindset the nigga conscious is fucked up.
That's what Kanye said. He said, we see a video of me popping a goat.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Basically threw it out there.
Yeah.
Like, y'all ain't gonna blackball me. I'm gonna just let them know. Crazy, man.
You heard it here first.
You heard out of the horse's mouth.
Yeah.
This is that going back to that hope. This 2 Timothy 4 and 8. Matter of fact, I started at 7. It says, I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith.
Hey, this is that good fight that we fight, man.
Right.
You know, and we want to stay in the ring. You know, we want to continue, man, in this fight. But to win a good bout, it takes endurance.
Oh, yeah. Yep,
You know,
that's it, bro.
if a fighter don't have endurance, don't give a fuck how good he can fight, he gonna get his ass kicked.
Oh, the punches gotta land and
Punches
all
gotta,
that.
oh, that's
You gotta
it.
land
You
punches.
gotta land punches. You gotta be able to maneuver your feet.
You gotta listen to your corner.
You gotta listen to you.
Oh, that's it. Or you can't get hit with the same punch either. Too much. You can't keep getting hit with the same punch.
Watch for the look.
Yeah, that's it. Well, if I may, right, this is a visual of keeping the faith. I have kept the faith. This is a visual of that. You know how this look to the people? Right, we back out here again. Like the Lord set that up as a visual, a physical manifestation of what we read in here spiritually. That's why we back out, you know, you got book bags on. It just look. It gives off, it's a representation of what else? Christianity don't match up with that. Because you go every other weekend, right? You go in there, it's an organ playing, you know.
I'm knocking in,
Right.
made with hands, buildings, made with hands.
This look like we waiting on something, right? This look like we out here waiting on something to happen.
That's what they asked us. What y'all
Right, yeah.
Oh, say it again?
We at the bus stop.
Oh, yeah, wow.
That's it. It raining.
This is the bus stop.
You know, this is the part we're at the bus stop. Cause we read the schedule, man.
Right.
And we believe in the
We know
schedule,
the bus coming.
which is the scripture.
It's up.
We know the bus coming.
I got one.
Finish it off. It says, henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, not to me only, but unto all them also that love his appearance.
That was at the bus stop, and your analogy was always, you ain't gonna be out there unless you believe that it's coming. So that's the scheduling, you know? That's that scheduling that, you know, it's gonna come right on schedule. But you gotta endure. And so you gotta, if I may, you got some of these guys that making videos now about why I left the Hebrew Israelites. You know what I'm saying? Why I left. Basically, you didn't endure. You know, you didn't see that, you didn't believe that the bus was coming. Because if you did, you would feel afflicted. You definitely sure wouldn't be making videos of why I left and boasting about it. You boasted about why you gonna catch a missile eventually. You know, why I
Lord allowed
deserve
them
a
niggas
missile.
go back to Egypt. He said, you know, they was back then, they was just in the world, they had just stayed within the camp. Lord allowed them to just walk back to Egypt now. You know?
That adds to the brother point. Now, that love disappearing, that's that bus stop. You know? Like it's rain and shit, it's cold outside.
Well, you glad to hell when that bus
When that
comes.
bus started, you happy, you run, you know what I'm saying?
That's how I was standing outside, people a little cold in here. Hey, you ain't, your grandma was telling you, well, I ain't waiting on that damn bus. She going home. You gotta stand at the bus stop and wait. And the bus man may be late, 2 minutes late. You know that shit. You hear that? Hey man, you hear that? The bus coming.
You going, and you run to them. It gets to a point, y'all meet each other. You know, because it's like, that's why I say, wait ye patient upon the Lord. And even when going to, what that is, the 2 prodigal sons, he said he seen it, he met them halfway. You know, that's how it's going to be with us. We want to see the Lord come. We're going to see it.
Fell upon him.
Fell upon him.
That's why the Lord gonna shorten that time, man.
Get to your foot.
If I may add, that's how it's gonna be. We're gonna meet the Lord in the air.
Right? That's it. That's it.
I got something for you. This is Hebrews 10:37. For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come and will not tarry.
Once again, that's that little while. Read it again.
For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come.
Yep. He that shall come. What now? Read it one more time.
It says, for yet a little while, and he that shall come will come.
Yep. He that shall come will come, man. That's Yahawashi, man. Go ahead.
And will not tarry.
Yep. And not tarry, man. Meaning what? Prolong. You know? Because Yahawashi is on the way, man. Once again, we said earlier. Hey, he on the way, but the Most High's time is not in our time, man. You know?
And the days speeding up.
And the days are speeding up.
Everybody else can't put their hand on that phenomenon because you got. I forgot what they call them guys who measure the Earth, the spinning of the Earth. Right. Yeah, but they fascinating. Yeah, it falls under that umbrella. But they got a particular, lot. But yeah, but even they taken by that because that concept. But we can put the pieces together. That's the Lord comforting us. I'm on the way. Because at the end of the day, they can go into their scientific breakdown, but the results is we back out here Saturday, and it just seemed like it was yesterday. But we know that it's getting closer. Yahawashi getting closer.
Hey, you ask anybody, how was your weekend? They say too short.
Yeah. Got it.
Too fast.
Hey, the brother got it. Real quick. What you just said.
Okay, cut.
It said the speed of the earth is primarily measured by scientists, specifically astronomers
Yeah.
What?
and geophysics.
Geophysics.
Rotation of things, speed of things.
Yep. Go ahead. Is there something on that? Is that it? That's all you need?
It's a little read.
Okay, come because it was just something else just came out again, which it started coming out around maybe 2019. They started releasing it, where they pretty much disclosing it. Like, look, man, this is something that y'all need to know about. The Earth is whipping around much faster. See, and they might break it down to like a second and a half faster, but in its totality, that shit is a lot. About each second, but in the big picture, that's narrowing down fucking, it's like 3 days in a week. Like 7 days, like 3 days. Yeah, the Spirit made me say 3 too, man. Right? Lord said the 3rd day, Yep, come on,
I got some on that spinach.
Oh yeah, come on.
It says, according to recent scientific findings, the Earth is currently spinning faster than usual.
That's it.
Meaning our days are getting slightly shorter, with some scientists attributing this to factors like climate change or movement.
Right, they want to go into everything else to discourage. And that might be, that's Leviathan. Well, you know what the Spirit, well, I believe Behemoth, but I believe Leviathan on the way up, which is a lot of Leviathans. They could be on the way up, man. Yeah? Then you niggas like Geno Jennings, you ain't gonna be able to explain that, right? Yeah, a lot of these guys got all these rebuttals. But that's when you gonna see that perplexity, yeah. All them deep guys, I explain that.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
sure they was leaving.
Yeah.
I got some real quick going back to
That nigga get revelation. Don't write that when he told
I
you.
need
Don't write. I mean, that's what happened. John.
the
The
bullets.
side to shoot a goddamn
Fireball, yeah. And when you look at Goops, Moab, and Ammon, you know, they always did that in their movies. You know, one day they just, this big fire-breathing lizard,
Right.
taller than the skyscrapers in the city, was gonna come kick the buildings down, and like the other said, shoot fire. Yeah, that's
They
what
always was associated.
They always
Even
was.
the parade, they had a dragon.
Oh, yeah.
They could have helped wake them up.
Yeah.
You know that nigga Kim Jong was shooting all them damn missiles in the ocean.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Trying to
Yeah.
get something.
Oh, well, he stirred the wash pot. That stirs shit up.
Yeah.
Because it's not a coincidence they is associated with it.
Right.
Right? Godzilla, man.
Exactly.
Right?
That's it.
Fire
Godzilla.
breathing,
That's it.
dragon.
Right in the middle of the ocean.
Yep. Yep.
It's a movie called Pacific Rim. You ever seen that?
Oh, yeah.
They got damn build robot to try to fight the damn Goliath.
Wow.
Yeah. That what happened. They Goliath really fucked the robots. So, you know what I mean?
Don't tell you. Go ahead.
It's like it's going to how the earth continue to speed up. This is 2 Ezra 4:26. Then answered he me and said, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel. For the world hasteneth fast to pass away. So that's why we see mentioned concerning how time, everything's really speeding up concerning the earth. And that shit knocks off seconds to days, weeks. It adds up, man. The Lord closing in on the end of Esau. And that's why you see these events being the norm concerning these evils. With that's why you have these certain terms, famine and recalls and war. These are certain terms that contribute to the earth passing away fast. You know? That was pretty much it.
Yeah, because somebody taking like a dollar out of your account every day or a few quarters. You don't realize it, but it's adding up, you know? Wow.
They call on Yahawashi.
Yeah, you call out like that.
Jake was trying to intimidate.
Yeah, the doctrine, yeah.
Yeah, it was. See, the mathematics of
The angel sent them out.
it is.
Yeah, he
They
probably
try
got
to
a
come
science
another
book
way
on.
now, yeah. I heard somebody say quantum physics.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, get them trying. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, this second entrance too, verse 13. It says, "Go, you shall receive. Pray for a few days unto you."
And that's what we're doing. By asking the Lord to bring the famine. By asking Yahawashi to bring World War III. For the Lord to put the spirit on Esau to mandate that sea hill. That's the other part. That's part of praying for a few days, man. Because that's the only way these days can be summed up by the way of these things happening.
You got it out. And it says, pray for a few days unto you that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch.
Signs in the heavens. The elements concerning how these planets and things are being prepared, as well as the events that's happening on the earth, man. You know, everything is being set up for the kingdom of heaven to come in. You know?
Hey, only a small remnant, a small number of people that's praying, you know, hastening the day of America's downfall, man.
Right.
Everybody else wanted to prolong, like we said earlier, like they're always going into generational wealth, you know. You know, that's the only way that, you know, you're gonna reach your goal in 2030. You know, you got this business scheme that you're saying in 2030 I'll be able to reach it. The only way you're gonna be able to reach that is America continuing, man.
Yeah.
That was it.
I got more to what I was reading. It's in Hebrews 10:38. It says, "Now the just shall live by faith." It says, "But if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him."
Yeah.
So it's a commandment to continue. You know, that's why our brothers is out here again. Of course, because we believe. It says, but we are not of them who draw back unto perdition. That's exactly what, perdition is going into that destruction. So having an understanding of destruction is needed, is necessary as a reminder, a consistent reminder. You ask why we go into destruction so many times, because that's a reminder of what you could get if you draw back. And we already done, tasted of the goodness, tasted of this knowledge. So now to draw back would mean we're going to be in the lot of those who is going to receive destruction. And that's why somebody will make a video about, I used to be in the Hebrew Israelites, but I left. They basically gloating or boasting about their destruction. Again, said now.
Can I say something real quick? Hey, that's just like saying a Arabic waking up one day and say, you know what? I don't want to be a so-called Arabic anymore. Oh, bro, you can't do that.
Right.
You can't do that. I mean, you're what you are by bloodline and lineages, man. Right. So I don't know who said. I think Apostle Gabar or somebody.
Yeah, and
said,
then Ramla.
Yeah, Apostle Ramla. You basically saying I denounce the truth.
Yeah.
That's all what you're saying. Because you can't say, you know what I'm saying? You no longer Hebrew Israelite. You can't do that. Come on, bro. You was that by birth. You got it.
It's like saying, I accept Esau's way of life.
Yeah, that's it. That's what you're saying.
Please, Esau, have mercy on me.
Right.
All of this crazy.
Speed round, go to the spirit realm. You're trying to haste yourself to go to the spirit realm, man. Renouncing that.
It said, but of them that believe to the saving of the soul. That's what we on that road, on that mission to the salvation. We at the bus stop waiting, because it comes with patience. It comes with waiting. It comes with suffering. It comes with believing. And it's all wrapped into being edified and being able to edify back. It's all wrapped into understanding, wisdom, and knowledge of these scriptures. So that's what brings about that calling. The Lord called us from everything we was doing was leading to destruction. Everything we was on the road to perdition already. So that through repentance and being called back, now we believe unto the saving of our souls, man.
Yes. The book of Sirach 2, verse 13, it says, woe unto him that is faint-hearted, but he believeth not. Therefore he should not be offended. He is offended.
And that's why it talks about concerning putting on that spiritual armor. The first thing you're supposed to put on, said above all, that shield of faith, man. So he said you didn't believe, it was some spirit of matter that kept you from fully committing to Yahawashi and Rawchaa. So now you're not going to be defended. You didn't put all the armor on. So whether your backside open, your front side, you ain't put on, you ain't got your shield, your shins open, whatever. It's some that's lacking.
Exposed.
Yeah, you're exposed because you didn't believe. You got it out.
Verse 14, it says, woe unto you that have lost patience.
See, that's the results of that is destruction, man. See, Jake want to talk about the law. Well, it's a law of faith. And you can see the results of it is death by breaking that law, man. You got it out.
It says, and what will you do when the Lord shall visit you?
You can't do nothing but succumb to the prophecy, man. That's why we hope that the Lord keep us. What else?
Walk worthy to your calling.
Right.
Making your calling election sure, using diligence. Being, fearful, consistently fearful of Yahawashi and Yahawashi, man. In your everyday walk. Let Scripture say, let the words of my mouth and meditation of my heart be acceptable unto you. So everything is a fearful move, man. It's like a chessboard, but you take time when you're playing chess. Checkers, you just move that. It don't matter how you move. But in chess, you take your time, man. You can even, you go in real slow and calculate it, because everything leads to death. Majority of what you're seeing in Babylon is leading unto death, man. This is the only way to life. It's the only way out. It's the only exit.
They come and read again in start at verse 11. Sirach 2 and 11. For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering and very pitiful, and forgive of sins.
Remember with Job? Right? Remember the patience of Job and how at the end the Lord proved to be very pitiful and long suffering. That means it got to play out in its duration.
Right.
See? Right? You got something? you know, people out there who know about our walk, in a sense, might be family members or old contemporaries, they'll say that, what's up? Ain't that happened yet?
Yep.
They kind of, you know, that's the spirit they got. Like, still out there, ain't seen that happen yet.
With the promise.
Right, that's it.
That's it, bro.
That's you got? Oh, that's the spirit. Yeah.
God, this is 2 Peter.
Yeah, because Danny said, I'm going to see what we're going to have with this. After the 5th year in, you know.
So they ain't had no patience.
Yeah.
Well, you know
But
what?
they,
They ain't have no patience because you gotta believe first to even have patience. See what I'm saying? They didn't believe, so therefore they, like you said, they didn't have patience because they didn't believe it.
Really, they was disgruntled niggas, man, and their
Right.
feelings about something that they hate of America, which proves they was you just
Right,
a G,
right.
nigga.
Yeah.
Right.
And then, you know, outside of those who never was in the truth either, anyway, there's just some old friend of yours who hip to what you do.
Right.
They waiting on something. And they didn't ran like, nigga,
Right. You wouldn't even been to the marriage.
Yeah,
What you
yeah,
worried
yeah.
about? You still doing it. You hanging on something.
but the Lord doing that because it's all the effort to have that that shock value, right? That I told you so moment. So the Lord even got them being
Hostile.
right, and somewhat disappointed. Like, yeah.
This is the book of 2 Peter 3 and verse 9. The Lord, Yahawashi, is not slack concerning his promise, and some men count slackness, but is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish,
Yep, that's dealing with the elect. Well,
but that all should come to repentance.
and all is the elect. But what's the point? Long suffering. See? And when you have to wait, what the scriptures say, hope deferred.
The heart sick.
See? So that's why patience go hand in hand with suffering. Because the minute you say, fuck it, I'm out, you no longer suffering because you ain't waiting. Waiting is the most suffering thing you can do, man. You at the mercy of someone else waiting to bring you something. That's the most helpless you is, especially as a man. Yeah.
That's why Esau gave up that birthright.
Oh, yeah.
Impatient man.
Patient, yeah. That's why you got fast food restaurants.
Yep. Microwave.
Yep, microwave.
Hey, when you waiting on somebody, man, hey, it could be 5 minutes. That 5 minutes seems like 2 years, man.
Right.
Just because you're simply waiting on somebody, man. It may not even be that long, but it just, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You exploiting patience, and it seems like it's a long time.
And you can get offended.
And you can get offended.
You be like, hurry up. No, you ain't got it.
Hurry up.
Yeah.
Real quick.
What?
Just going back, because patience is a sign of faith.
Is it?
Psalms 40 and 1. I waited patiently for the Lord.
Yeah.
He inclined unto me and heard my cry. So I mean, just going back, the Lord hear us sighing and crying. We ain't doing all this for nothing.
Yes.
Verse 2, it says he brought me up also out of an horrible pit, out of miry clay. He set my feet upon rocks.
Hey, that's cool that the deliverance with speaking out right now in its perfection is America. This is that miry clay, right? That land of, matter of fact, I don't want to, can you look up that word clay? Get that. Is it a phrase? You got some? Oh, you got the word? Okay, good.
Clay, Strong's H 29:16, it says mud, clay, mire, damp dirt.
Is it? What?
It says mud, mire, clay.
Yeah. Okay, what?
In the Strong's, it says apparently to be sticky, through the idea of dirt to be swept away. Mud, clay.
That's it. That's it. America, right? America will be swept away. Like a vessel. Lord, to sweep it. It's a vessel of destruction. What's that word there? Boom. What?
It says figuratively calamities.
Wow. See? So the Lord is going to escape. This is the time when we need to be delivered the most. Right? The time of the destruction. See? So, was it? Go back there?
Psalms 42,
Yep.
he brought me up also out of an horrible pit,
Yes.
out of miry clay,
Yes.
and
Yes.
set my feet upon the rock, and established
Hold
my
on, that's the charity. That's the charity. Right? That's poetry. So the Lord gonna bring up his elect out of this pit. And he's gonna set us up on that chariot. Yep. Go ahead.
Hey,
Good, bro.
hey, and you gotta have faith, and like you said, patience is really, it's for your faith. A quick example of that, somebody get Romans, the 8th chapter.
Well, since you said 8, Proverbs 8 as well.
Done.
Somebody get that
All right,
one.
done.
You need 8 and 34?
I think 24 or something like that. You know what I'm talking about? You got it. You got it.
God, Romans 8 and 24, it says, for we are saved by hope.
That's it. That's it. How do you explore hope? You gotta have faith. That gives you the capability to hope, believe in something. And we know Hebrews the 11th chapter. You know, the real essence of hope or faith is believing in the unseen, man. You got it, bro.
God, if I may too, it says the evidence of things.
Evidence is
So
seen.
it's something in your spirit that
There you go,
knows.
brother. There you go, brother. Things unseen.
If I could, you know, Paul, I know Apostle Paul was going to, Paul used to watch the sports, you know, and that's why he was like, he would always say, fight as a good soldier, strive because really, I don't have a medal, I don't have a trophy, I don't have a ring yet, but I'm training, I'm doing all this, striving the rightful way to see this thing come forth. That's my hope. That's why I work out, I do everything I do to receive of that great glory to come, man. What you got?
Fight the good fight of faith.
Go ahead, bro.
It says, for we are saved by hope. But hope that is seen is not hope.
See, the hope that is seen, so it's nothing tangible, nothing physical. Right? That's not real faith. That's not real hope, man. Read it again.
It says, for we are saved by hope. But hope that is seen is not hope.
So anything tangible that you put your faith in, that's not real hope, man, because it's right there for you to use it. You know, like we always say, you want to pay your bills and you want to hope in paying your bills and you got the money in your pocket. What the fuck you hoping for, man? Just go down to Alabama Power and pay it. Versus a person that don't have nothing, don't even have a job. So now they got to exploit real faith, real hope. Go ahead, bro. And that's what we doing, man. Go ahead.
With Noah.
Noah.
Right? Noah, it wasn't no tangible evidence
Right.
of a flood.
Right. It had never even happened. It had never even rained.
Right, yeah.
Right.
The dew, right? It was like mist.
That's it.
That wasn't enough to flood the earth.
That's it.
It ain't even a fucking drop of rain. It's just a
that's
mist.
it. Yeah.
So that ain't, you can't ride off that.
No, you can't. That's real faith.
The oracles was coming down through the men before him. They was telling him about the flood. That's why I say he was comforted. Yeah.
God, it says, for what a man seeth, why doth he get hope for?
See? For what a man seeth, why do he get hope for, man? Go ahead.
But if we hope for that we see not.
And that's us. Having real faith, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
Well, if I may, right? A famine.
Right.
Right? Just to even believe that that's coming.
Right.
That's evidence of things really that's not seen.
That's it.
You got fast food.
That's it. That's it.
Right. Even the homeless nigga got his own piece.
That's it.
Right?
That's it.
He's on the block with a 3-liter by himself. To himself.
And we tell the people that the lights are gonna go out. What just happened? Lights can't, you know what I'm saying? They still go in their house if they pay their bills and turn their lights on, but we're telling them that the power is gonna go out, man.
Well, even Leviathan.
That's another one.
We believe, that Leviathan can pop up.
Hey, read that last one from the top again.
God, it says, but if we hope for that we see not, then do we with patience wait for it.
See that? Then do we with patience wait for it, man. And see, going back to that, we're gonna go back to the Ecclesiastes. That's why motherfuckers lose patience, man. Because first, once your faith goes, then your patience dwindle, man. Because as long as you believe that bus coming, you ain't gonna never get up and leave the bus stop.
Right.
Regardless of how it seems, regardless of how long it takes, regardless of what the conditions around you on that bus stop, you ain't gonna never say, man, no, I'm gone, bro. Because time you get up and leave, here come the bus. Right? So that's us, man. That's why we still at the bus stop. Because we believe and we know, regardless of the outside conditions, regardless of what's going on, the bus coming, man. So that's why we explore patience. All right? Read that one more time. Read it one more time.
God, it says, but if we hope for that we see not, then do we with patience wait for it.
Then do we with patience wait for it. That's it.
If I may too, we got a lot of groups that kind of push for, we got to prosper somehow in some way. In that whole prosperity doctrine, that proves that they need more signs than the Lord is able to give, than the elect needs. They need more evidence, and that's what appeasing the world or trying to keep the 2/3 who might be in the midst. That's what in order to appease them, you need little markers. See, the Lord, look what the Lord just did for us there. So now we can keep doing what we're doing. Or, this man if you see nothing and still just believe up until the time the Lord brings about destruction, that's good enough. That's good enough. The fact that you got this word is good enough. The scriptures talk about cleaning up your heart, cleaning up your mind, you being cleansed with the washing of his word. That is the miracle that the Lord has shown. Us rising, coming back alive after a period of time of being dead. That is the miracle that the Lord. So you don't have to have, some type of physical representation of, the Lord. Have to magnify some type of, your pocketbooks or your balance. Or a school, right? Yep, physical location. You don't need all of these things in order to prove that the Lord, this truth in this word is really accurate and working. Because what about the men who don't have, right? Who just sighing and crying? The Lord may not get them these things, and yet here they are again.
We the sign. The scripture say that, right? What's that? Is that Isaiah 8? Yep. So this the temple. They don't have the faculties to see, Because Noah built the ark. Them niggas should have saw after the ark was 80% built. Somebody should have said, hold on. Is this serious? You know what I mean? But the Lord took those attributes away. And because you should be able to say, well, hold up, these guys start. This 80%, this the ark being built. We've been out there a while now. So now you 90% of the ark being built. This guy's been out here that long. And some should click, but the Lord stripped, he stripped that away, man. That's so, man, the Lord really merciful. That ark was built, man. Somebody should have said, hold up, man. One more room, Lord. And if the Lord would have put the Spirit on somebody to say that, it would have been, but as it were, no.
2 Corinthians 3 and 14. But their minds were blinded, for unto this day remaineth the same veil, untaken away.
Oh, man.
In the reading of the Old Testament, which veil is done.
That's heavy, bro. That veil on them, man. Yeah, because you should be moved by this. And furthermore, wouldn't you want to gravitate to a doctrine that say, look, you the chosen people, right? You niggas get so pissed after you watch 40 years. Right, then here goes a doctrine that comes and comfort that and say that's your enemy, you don't get them back. You say you don't want it. That's a veil. That's crazy, right? That's a veil, man. And them niggas super emotional, like them niggas, like you had Shay. They killed that nigga immediately, man. He came out and he was pissed because he got emotional because the guy called him like, you better ever say that to me again. He said, light you up. It was an Edomite. And that's what tilted him over, pushed him over the threshold, man. So that was an example of Jake. Your buttons is really Esau, man. Yeah. right? You can be in that,
Yeah,
that
you're right.
bravado, cavalier spirit. You made it, but sit a nigga, do something sort of sit a nigga down at a theater and show him, Uncle Tom, right, goodbye, yeah. And the nigga gonna feel some type of way. But the Lord came with words of comfort and said, look, you gonna get them. Yeah, here go the Bible. A top seller. This is the book that your grandma rattled around. Here go the Bible. But the Lord snared you by sitting in the poor. A nigga don't want to hear us tell him. And that's the Lord testing your integrity, man. How much you really want it. Because see, if the Lord would have just sent an angel to tell you niggas would be, you know. Right, you'll be out here, man, but the Lord sent your nephews, and, right? You know? You sent Junebug. And you don't want to accept that, man.
Send cable guys, and some of your regular.
Right. Your dad, who, you know, he saying the good dead people, you know, whatever. Your brother, he ain't the guy who showered with the accolades.
Right.
He was really the outcast in a sense.
Right.
In a sense.
Right, you know, even if you had certain achievements, but overall, you ain't the nigga I want to hear.
Yeah.
That's the Lord, but the Lord called, man. That Val Raymond. And we see it, like a nigga could walk by right now, we say, hey man, come this way, and the nigga said, nah, they'll still go that way, because they don't want us to tell them that.
Man, not running that street.
Right, yeah, that's what we're gonna start telling them.
Hey, don't run
You better not, don't go that way. Don't go that way, you're right.
Don't tell me from that cop.
Somebody done right now. You anticipate. Nigga just out of being rebellious. Right. And that's how Noah and all of them was. See, on the back end, now you want to laud and praise Noah. But they didn't know Noah was the Noah that we know him as now. Because if you did, you would have listened to him. He's famed. Or what's that? Sirach 44, let us praise. But then Noah was a regular guy, man. And you knew they knew him. That's why Yahawashi, remember Yahawashi? They said, we know his brothers and mothers, you know? So they knew Noah. Noah probably was, you know, rough around the edges, got into a couple of brawls, and then all of a sudden Noah telling you a flood coming. I mean, not saying he was a, you know, nigga, but the Lord set it up where he was one that you wouldn't.
Right, a guy amongst them.
Right. You say that. Then you said, no, that a prophet had been among you.
1 Corinthians 1:27, but the Most High have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, and the Most High have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. And it says, base things of the world, and things which are despised have the Most High chosen, and things which are not, to bring to naught things that are.
Motherfucker don't want to hear us. We base in a world where you got to see some validation. Where you school. Right? We just regular guys, you know, the Lord put the Spirit on us to be that way. You know? And to add to the intrigue, scriptures everywhere. Now, you got some dudes, you know, in order for them to cover up their lack of wisdom, they'll come out with the gimmicks. Yeah, they do. I saw one group, the nigga had a ram on when they started the lesson, man. Right for the old camp, the nigga hit that. It was like the ancient world, and you know somebody saw that and said, them guys. But the Lord ain't gonna let us do all that, man. We'll see the tripods, you know, put it down, you know, move balance and.
I was just thinking that.
Remember the one guy, he got offended because I had on the Adidas jacket. Right back in the world. He might be in the country. I think because he was in Germany or something. Yeah. That nigga hit me with a precept. Yo, man.
Revelation
Yes.
chapter 15.
That's the nigga put to the death, man. That's heavy stuff. Hit your ass. Yep, come on.
God, this ask on real quick. This St. Matthew chapter 23 and verse 30. It says, if we had been in the days of our fathers, we would have not been partakers with them in the blood of the prophets. Wherefore ye be witnesses unto yourselves that ye are the children of them that killed the prophets. So them the same spirits back, man. You know, as the elder mentioned, how back then they didn't know who the prophets were back then, such as Noah. They didn't know the Noah who we know as Noah today. Right. They'll be the ones back then persecuting them. And today is a witness against them because the same message. We got the same message. We talk about the same word, and they talking shit against it, man. Them the same spirits. You know, they putting up the measure of their father. You know.
About the same word. That's it. You ain't believe it then, you know. That means you won't believe it now. See? Yep, we ready to close up. Well, you have something?
Yeah, I have real quick. Matthew 11 and 7, because I'll let you break it. Matthew 11 and 7. And as they departed, Yahawashi began to say unto the multitude concerning John, what went ye out into the wilderness to see? Hey, reed shaken with the wind? But what when ye went out for to see? A man clothed in soft raiment?
Hey, look, that's what they looking for, man. Like the elder said, somebody with these gimmicks, something to draw them in real quick. They don't want to see actual men out here, like you say, you gotta put Air Force Ones on, you know what I'm saying?
He got the chains on.
You're a modern day apparel.
But there was one nigga, remember the Suge Knight nigga we called him?
Everything
He said to watch us do all the breaking scripts down for 20 minutes and commenting on Brother James.
The number threes, though. The number threes.
Yeah, man. But I'm gonna say this too. That raiment go far beyond that. That's dealing with the doctrine.
That's it, bro.
Because when you go into it, it's saying live in king's palaces, right? Because that, you know what? That's the ultimate, like, house nigga, if you will, or someone that's associated with Esau. Like if you, let's say, like if you got a 501c3, the modern way you are being a king palace, you live in a king palace. You live with Esau. You under his roof, under his guidance.
If I may too, during the time of Antiochus Epiphanes, right? He made them wear. It goes into basically he made them get a brand, and then the ones who followed along with him and they got a special privilege called Antiochians or something. So there was Jews walking around with a special Antiochian privilege, and they got to go ride the, do whatever.
It's one of those types.
But see now, spiritually, in this lifetime, that garment is the doctrine, right? Because what you mentioned, the vile garment, the vile raiment. That's why Yahawashi said the one with vile raiment. You said sit here. That means you file him off in your mind. You categorize him as king shit because of the. That's why I remember the broad pulled up on us and said, "What group y'all?" And we the spirit man us said GMS. We didn't even say Great Meals Phone because GMS got like it's like it's like a that come with that. We said GMS. We said GMS. That bitch pulled off, man. Why? Because she, in her mind, she said them guys with vile raiment. Right? Because the raiment is the expression of you. See, so what we speak is vile. We talking about missiles and famine versus those who have on princely. With they, from their doctrine, you can say, oh, nigga, you live in the king's palace. That means you got either a 501c. That's why, like you'll see the apostle say you sold out. Well, Yahawashi wouldn't say that then, but he'll just say they're in king's palaces, meaning they're associated with the powers that be. And so that means that their presentation is going to be one that's not going to rock the boat. Right. It's not going to rattle the cage.
Zephaniah 1 and 8. it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice that I will punish the princes and the king's children and all such as are clothed in strange apparel.
That's it, man. Yeah. So we know physically now, you know what I'm saying? It's like with a USA,
Yeah.
right? With Esau, well, with you know, badges and patches. No, they got on garments and shit, but it's the doctrine that they clothe themselves with. That when we hear it, we say, oh no, y'all niggas be living king pants. Right? You niggas gotta have a Bible, you know what I mean? But when you come out here, right, we come in the stead of John, and we would have on that certain, because John even wore camels. Yeah, that's humble, because a camel, right, you have to, you have to humble down.
They say he had demons on him.
Yeah, yeah. And he cussed out, he called, who was that? He called out on the, was it Herod? Yeah, called him out on the adultery, right? He was pushing the issue.
With his brother's wife or something.
Yeah.
That's why she asked for his head on the sauce.
Yeah. Halalyam said, look, what you thought, man? So that's us, you know. What you expect to come out here and see?
Disruptive a little bit.
Right. Because certainly we're not going to be telling you to stay in America.
Right.
Because then that would be contrary to Yahawah's message of the kingdom of heaven.
Even the marching, it kind of got the resonance.
Oh yeah, well that's it. Yeah, that's king. That's it. That's it, Sequoia. Yep.
It's like a branch of a dream of king.
Yeah, that civil rights nostalgia.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Older nigga again with that. The older nigga praise and law. I gotta see. Yeah. Everybody, you know, have advice. Next time, brother, make sure you got that clock.
During that marching, they would film like older women. They like, I love to see it. You can see they was putting like a old
like that nostalgic,
nostalgic thing. And this the same guys that with the 501c2, and this the same guys that say you know, we get them through visuals. So everybody gotta step it up a grade with the HD and you sound like, you know, that production team. You sound like an even right production team, man.
I was talking to a real earlier this week, and she was saying that you know, she been watching other counts, but she done got to GMS, and she was like, look, all those dudes got gimmicks. Every time I click on your video, it goes straight to it. It ain't no bullshit, ain't none of that extra shit. It's getting to a point that Jake is tired of the sugar. Jake need the bitter. Jake need the healing, man.
Medicine, yeah.
They need the medicine.
Medicine that is better than medicine that's sweet.
And that lets you know how stupid our people are, man. You know, with all that marching and shit.
Yeah.
Haven't we seen that before?
Right.
Yeah. What type of profit did that make our, you know what I'm saying, accomplish towards our people? Motherfuckers getting together, locking arms and marching. Except for you getting your ass kicked. You see what I'm saying? That's about it.
Where's that in the scriptures?
First of all, where's that in the scripture?
And they will fight for crumbs.
The fight for crumbs.
Yeah, because all them niggas who was leading those marching meetings, yeah, they end up being city councilmen, right? Yeah, what to do with Abraham Woods?
Yep.
Niggas that best got a street name. That's it. They just wanted the crumbs. All right, come on, we get ready to close up. You have more on that? That's it? All right, come on, guys, go. Yeah, come on.
And this Luke chapter 4 in verse 24, it says, and he said, verily I say unto you, no prophet is accepted in his own country.
That's it. That's it.
You can't do things to seek acceptance. Really, once you put that spirit out of it, once you get away from that demon, I gotta be accepted, you know, things gotta be, then you listen to your counsel, you listen to your leadership, you just go straight to the point, straight out, man.
That's right.
You know? You don't try to broaden your phylacteries. That's the spirit of that Yahawashi seen right through.
Yeah.
You know, y'all whited sepulchres, y'all hypocrites, y'all doing it, y'all saying all of this. Yeah, now outside y'all
Inwardly, you're full of dead man's
bones, man. Can't fool everybody. You fool most of the people because they foolish. They walking in they folly anyway. They hear Israelite and make, you know, black man. Come here, man. King, Malak.
That's gonna resonate with a lot of niggas. And the nigga wanna be called king, you wanna be broad. Yeah.
Queen.
Now king. Right. Tell you to flick that cigarette out now. call you king on the back here. Fuck how you a king, you know?
Yeah.
But see, by default, if you teach Yahawashi message, then you gonna hurt, you gonna cut people.
The world hated me, Marvel not. The world
That's
hated
it.
you.
Yeah,
Hey, me
As
first.
soon as you say somebody got to die out of family, you start thinking about your little girl. Now he mad at you. Right?
Right. Now you got a question about
And
the
you
son.
making a point with it, right? We making valid points. Yeah, the family coming, somebody get this article.
Yeah.
And now the nigga really pissed, cause nigga, you own or something, nigga. Yeah, I hate you, man. Because the reality of my little girl pining away is at the right at you on your, you know, you the scapegoat like we were going to do, right?
The Lord says the blood's gonna be on your hands if you did not
If
want
we
it.
get to, that's Acts the 20th chapter. I have not shunned to declare to you the whole gospel. That's why I'm free from the blood of all men.
So meanwhile, while they marching, we trying to get free from the blood of all men.
Yeah, that's it. And going to, we gonna eventually go into hiding. The Lord said we're gonna become dawn. That's a heavy moment in this thing. Somebody flag you down. What was those names? And the Lord put a genuine spirit on you, like, man, you know, talking about, man. Right. You understand? You really, like, man. We have a brother that rain for right. The Lord had to step in and make you don't say that for him.
This Amos 5:13, it said, therefore the prudent shall keep silence in their
That's
time.
it. Yeah, right. That's why it's prudent, because there it was, you was sharp with the scriptures, but then to add to the intrigue, somebody asks, what was going on? You'd be like, remind me again, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, go ahead.
It said, for it is an evil time.
Yeah, because it's going to be evil. They're going to be known that else.
That's what the Lord do. He closed that door of mercy.
Closed that
So
door.
it can't be like he's still out here just.
Well, that's like your mind to that door. We went into that, right?
The door is
The door get closed, and the Lord have you in a moment where you just be like, well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
Yeah, and then you go back on to your own, and it pop back, you know, and come back after they leave. The door back open, yeah. Lord just shut the door to them. You might even be a little slurred at the mouth, you know? Right, yeah.
All those Twitch commercial motherfuckers trying to answer something. He put the twist
Oh,
in
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, Lord,
sound
yeah.
crazy.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The Lord make it be distorted, you know?
One thing you hear, wah.
I could have swore that dude was speaking, breaking that down. They tell me that dude can't talk. Right. Yeah, the Lord, yeah, you're gonna see the power of the Lord, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you just go to speaking in Hebrew, yeah. That was on that? All right, come on.
This is St. Luke chapter 19, verse 41 and 42. It said, and when he was come near the city, he beheld it and wept over it, saying, if thou hadst known, even thou at least in this thy day, the things which belong unto thy peace.
Yeah.
But now they are hid from thine eyes.
That's it, bro. So the Lord gonna close it up, you know? The things belong to your peace. Obviously, we know it's these scriptures. Properly broken down, presented in their pure form. Word. See? Those are the things that pertain to your people. So yeah, with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory
to Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Qadash.
Double honors to the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the fellow laborers out there. As always, you believers, till the next time, shalom.
Shalom.